Grandmaster Nightfalls have officially arrived in Season of Plunder, and that means it's time to earn some adept loot and take on some of the hardest content in the game. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you about a heavy weapon that I think is being completely slept on for Grandmasters or any Nightfall this season. I'm talking about the Sailspy Pitchglass. This is the new Arc linear fusion that released with Season of Plunder, and it is craftable. That means there is now a craftable linear fusion for every element except Stasis. And while the Typhon and Cataclysmic are both extremely strong options, today I want to show you why you definitely want to get your hands on the Sailspy Pitchglass as well. We are very much in a linear fusion meta in Destiny 2 right now. They are the go-to option for almost every raid, dungeon, or endgame encounter. The Void Linear Fusion Typhon 4FR is extremely popular for its ease of access and strong perk rolls, and the Solar Linear Fusion Cataclysmic is harder to get your hands on, but it has the distinct advantage of one of the highest damage perk options in the game, Bait and Switch. Both of these are staples right now for Kingsfall and other endgame content. However, the Pitchglass has a very unique trick up its sleeve this season. If you take a look at the Nightfall playlist this season, you'll notice that 5 out of the 6 available Nightfalls all have the Arc Singe modifier. This means that all of our outgoing arc damage is increased by 25%. So in almost every single Nightfall this season, no matter the difficulty, your arc weapons will deal 25% more damage. This puts Sailspy in a unique place to really shine this season, especially for Grandmaster Nightfalls. Now, of course, we do have to mention the other popular arc linear fusion in the game, Storm Chaser. This is a unique linear fusion that fires a 3-round burst. It's capable of huge DPS, but only if you hit all of your shots, which can be easily missed due to incoming flinch. The other downside is that it's not craftable. This has to be farmed from the Duality dungeon, and unless you have a good roll, it won't be as good as Pitchglass. Once you've locked down all the crafting patterns for Pitchglass, you're going to notice that there are a few interesting perk options available on this weapon. I've narrowed it down to 2 different rolls that you might actually want. In the 4th column, you can get the perk Volt Shot. This allows the weapon to jolt its next target when you reload after getting a kill. This can activate an AoE of arc damage, and it hits harder than you might think. The jolt damage is actually tied to the base damage of the gun, meaning Volt Shot on this linear does a lot more damage than Volt Shot on Brigand's Law, for example. I actually found it really helpful against champions. If you're able to have Volt Shot active while attacking a champion, a lot of the times you can stun lock them and just kill them outright. You could pair this with Compulsive Reloader or Outlaw in the 3rd column to give us really fast reloads for activating Volt Shot easier. But you can also go with a much more damage-oriented role as well. You could take any of the 3 main damage perks in the 4th column. We have Focus Fury, Vorpal, and Frenzy, but I find Focus Fury to be the most interesting option here. This gives us a 20% damage increase for 11 seconds after hitting half of the magazine as precision hits. We can pair that perk with Clown Cartridge in the 3rd column to make a very unique combo. Clown Cartridge can overflow our magazine all the way up to 9 shots in the mag, but the thing about Focus Fury is that it goes off of the base magazine size of the weapon. That means with 9 shots in the magazine thanks to Clown Cartridge, once we hit 3 precision hits, we will have the Focus Fury buff active the remaining 6 shots in the magazine. It's a unique combination for more focused DPS, but you could just as easily go with Vorpal or Frenzy if you want something more passive. This weapon's true strength, while niche, is that it will be doing 25% more damage in Nightfalls than any other linear fusion this season. Pair that with the fact that many of us are also running Arc 3.0 builds this season, it makes it very easy to stack things like Font of Might on top of this for even more damage. It's been working great for me and my Grandmasters so far, so I wanted to bring this to everyone's attention as this weapon may have slid under your radar up until now. Bungie also recently made it easier to get your hands on the crafting patterns from this season, so be sure to check this off your list while grinding out the season. Let me know your thoughts on it. Do you think it's worth it or not? Personally, I think it's very easy to take advantage of all this added damage for free, and it's kind of fun to have a different linear fusion to use for different types of endgame content. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and leave a like down below and smash that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.